This used to be the busiest town in the state of West Virginia, but the people are gone.
That's a mass exodus like when the Jews ran away from the Pharaoh.
You'll steal, rob, do whatever it takes to get that dope. This is a depressing area, but when you're numb, you don't feel the depression, you're happy.
Η κομιτεία του McDowell στη West Virginia δεν είναι ένας τυπικός προεκλογικός σταθμός. Λίγες μόλις μέρες όμως μετά τις αμερικανικές εκλογές, η μικρή πόλη του Wesley, που είναι η πρωτεύουσά της, έχει συγκεντρώσει τα βλέμματα πάνω της. Σε αυτή την περιοχή υπάρχουν περισσότεροι ψηφοφόροι του Donald Trump από οποιοδήποτε άλλο μέρος στην Αμερική. Κάποτε, μετανάστες από όλο τον κόσμο, ανάμεσά τους και πολλοί Έλληνες, έρχονταν εδώ για να εργαστούν στα φημισμένα ορυχεία και τη βιομηχανία της περιοχής. Σήμερα, με εμφανή τα σημάδια εγκατάλειψης, η πόλη είναι πλέον μια σκιά του παλιού εαυτού της.
It's a little depressing. There's nothing going on. It's just a ghost town.
Ο Ed Shepard είναι 95 χρονών και είναι ένας από τους λίγους εν ζωή βετεράνους του Δεύτερου Παγκοσμίου Πολέμου. Το κόστος των νέων περιβαλλοντολογικών ρυθμίσεων τον ανάγκασε να κλείσει το βενζινάδικο που διατηρούσε για 65 ολόκληρα χρόνια. Κάθε πρωί ο Ed φοράει το καπέλο του και ανοίγει κανονικά ένα μαγαζί που δεν έχει πλέον πελάτες.
I live in that building over there. I live by myself. I've got nothing else to do, so I come over here and sit and read and while away my time. Well, I don't think that it's quite fair. They put an awful lot of people out of business. And my tanks I had 3 tanks. They didn't propose a hazard because I kept a check on them and make sure they didn't leak. But the people sitting in Washington don't know a damn thing about a service station.
Η πόλη πλέον είναι μία από τις φτωχότερες περιοχές της Αμερικής, με τα μισά παιδιά κάτω των 18 ετών να βιώνουν τη φτώχεια και τον κοινωνικό αποκλεισμό. Η ανεργία έχει αγγίξει το 35%, ενώ λιγότεροι από τους μισούς κατοίκους είναι απόφοιτοι λυκείου.
I'm living on $600 a month and my back's broke, I can't work. A lot of people are that way. I mean, it's sad to see what you have to do, older people having to do without their medicine because they can't afford it and eat. Not being able to repair your house or have efficient heat in your house because you just can't afford it. Or to pay your light and water bills, which keep going up and up and up. So, it's a struggle.
Αυτή είναι η αθέατη όψη της Αμερικής, που αποτελεί μέρος της σκληρής καθημερινότητας για ένα όλο και μεγαλύτερο κομμάτι του πληθυσμού.
You know, people don't have a job, their kids are going without food, but they're high. So, they're okay.
Η ανεργία, η φτώχεια και η έλλειψη ελπίδας έχουν βυθίσει ολόκληρες κοινότητες στον εφιάλτη των ναρκωτικών. Ο Γκάρι Γκίλμπερτ πάλευε 20 χρόνια για να κερδίσει τον εθισμό του. Τον συναντήσαμε στο μαγαζί του πατριού του όπου εργάζεται και όπως λέει τα τελευταία 2 χρόνια έχει καταφέρει να παραμείνει καθαρός για χάρη της οικογένειάς του.
For the past 2, I've been doing good. I got married, I got a job thanks to my father-in-law, but it's so bad here and it's like there's no recovery here. Nobody wants to help. I grew up seeing it, people doing it since I was in diapers. You know, I seen bottles of pills, ounces of cocaine. I mean, I just seen it day to day, every day. So therefore, to me, it's normal.
Ο Πατ Μακκίνι εργάζεται ως αστυνομικός και είναι βοηθός του σερίφη. Ανησυχεί πως η υψηλή ανεργία μαζί με τα ναρκωτικά σε μια περιοχή όπου τα όπλα είναι περισσότερα από τα αυτοκίνητα που κυκλοφορούν στους δρόμους μπορεί να έχουν σοβαρές επιπτώσεις για την κοινωνική ασφάλεια.
You're going to start seeing the kind of people that developed the Jesse Jameses, the great gangsters of the 30s and 40s, Machine Gun Kelly, people like that, because they're going to start robbing to survive. And when you've got a population like in West Virginia that leads in patriotism and joining the military, you've got a lot of people with military skills around here. And, we need to keep them working and working in a positive
The coal business it's a boom and bust cycle. Once we bust, we never climb back up to where we was.
Ο Σεσίλ Πάτερσον κοιτάζει με απόγνωση την εγκαταλελειμμένη επιχείρησή του. Οι μηχανές έχουν 8 χρόνια να δουλέψουν. Πλέον υπηρετεί ως επίτροπος της Κομιτείας και ανησυχεί για τη μεγάλη ανεργία. Η μείωση της εξόρυξης άνθρακα στη West Virginia οφείλεται τόσο στον διεθνή ανταγωνισμό, όσο και στις περιβαλλοντολογικές συμφωνίες που υπέγραψε η κυβέρνηση Ομπάμα για την αντιμετώπιση της κλιματικής αλλαγής.
Like 7 years ago, people was hiring everywhere, and you could just go anywhere you want and pick up a job. And now you got people call you all the time. They're going, Cecil, you know where he works at, and you say, man, I don't know anybody hiring.
Around here, this is coal country, and I mean, that's just it. Without coal, there's no economy. Other than the state road and a few other jobs, mostly minimum wage jobs around here. And minimum wage does not create a good economy. You never see anybody that makes minimum wage driving a new car and own their own house. It's not possible.
This area is coal industry. I mean, it's what runs this area has been for the last 100 years, and it's going to for the next 100 years if the government allows it to happen.
Because we're going to put a lot of coal miners and coal companies out of business, right, Tim? And we're going to make it clear that we don't want to forget those people.
We are going to put the miners back to work. And I said that during my speech.
Nice. Y'all put it on, right?
When Hillary done her interviews, she point blank said, we're going to put a lot of coal companies and coal miners out of business. But then they want to say, well, that's not what I said. Well, that's exactly what you said.
Losing their health, often losing their lives to turn on our lights and power our factories.
Αυτή η εύκολη εναλλαγή θέσεων σε κρίσιμα θέματα μαζί με μια σειρά αποφερόμενα σκάνδαλα ενίσχυσαν την πεποίθηση πολλών ψηφοφόρων πως η Κλίντον είναι μια κλασική και αναξιόπιστη πολιτικός.
Hillary Clinton, she lies about lies. It's just pitiful. How could you trust her? And what she's done, and the things she's done with these servers that she had, the foreign countries has probably got everything. If you want to know something about what she had on these emails, you can probably ask Russia about it.
Ο 75χρονος Τζακ, που είναι βετεράνος του Αμερικανικού στρατού, πέρασε τη ζωή του ταξιδεύοντας και δουλεύοντας στο εξωτερικό. Τα τελευταία χρόνια επέστρεψε στη West Virginia, τον τόπο που μεγάλωσε για να δημιουργήσει τη δική του φάρμα. Γι' αυτόν η Κλίντον αντιπροσωπεύει τη διαφθορά του πολιτικού συστήματος.
What the hell can you trust her with? I mean, look at the Clinton Foundation. What's happened to that, How'd they get all that money? They had people coming in to see the Secretary of State. That's what they did. But those people, they've lost their money now. They probably want their money back. That's what I figured. They were sure she was going to get it, and she didn't get it. But that was one of the happiest days of my life.
It's daunting because you don't know which way to turn. It's bad when you have to make a choice on the lesser of two evils, in your opinion. And in my opinion, I voted for Trump. That was the lesser of two evils.
You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?
What the hell have you got to lose? Give the man a chance. Really, what did we have to lose? I understand New York City or somewhere in California or somewhere else may have said, hey, it's doing good here, and that's great. I'm tickled to death that it works good at their hometown. But in our hometown, it wasn't so good. I mean, I've never been concerned that much about politics, but this is the one time that there was. I'm 74.
and I probably ain't got long to go, but look at what my kids is gonna have to go through. If she'd got in and the country kept on going the way it was going. But I'm glad, it's got to get better. I don't see it getting any worse.
I do not think that the Capitol in Washington can understand why I'm angry. I don't think they're so far removed from my way of life, from my people, from my mountains. Be honestly, if a politician from Washington were talking to me right here, as soon as he got with his friends where I wasn't around, it'd be the same thing, the hillbilly jokes, the bibbed overalls, but they don't get it.
Είναι λοιπόν η Αμερική η χώρα των δύο ταχυτήτων? Για τον Τζον και ένα μεγάλο κομμάτι της λευκής εργατικής τάξης των πολιτιών της ενδοχώρας, οι πολιτικές ελίτ της πρωτεύουσας τους έχουν εγκαταλείψει προπολού.
Not concerned about Washington. What they do in Washington is what they want to do there. They're not interested in the little city of Welch.
A lot of these guys go to Washington and they stay up there so long, I don't think they have a simple clue what's going on at home, or they don't have any idea what the average person's talking about at the coffee shop or at the restaurant or at the store. I think they actually just lose reality and lose touch with their base of people.
Αυτή είναι η άλλη όψη του νομίσματος της παγκοσμιοποίησης που συνήθως δεν αποτυπώνεται στους οικονομικούς δείκτες και τις δημοσκοπήσεις. Στον Τζακ, τον Σέσιλ και τον Τζον μπορούμε να δούμε τα πρόσωπα των οικονομικά ετοιμένων που έκαναν σε αυτές τις εκλογές τη δική τους επανάσταση ενάντια σε αυτό που αντιλαμβάνονται ως το πολιτικό κατεστημένο της πρωτεύουσας.
When I went to school, they said it was a government by the people and for the people. They work for us, but they have forgotten that over the years. I think it's one thing. If nothing else, this election might let them know that, hey, we do got to say so in this.
It is my country. I was born here 54 years ago. I'm glad to be bringing a child into this country. I have another 1-year-old at home. I never lost my country. I think Donald Trump is going to bring my government back to me.
Μέσα από τις πρόσφατες εκλογές αναδύθηκε μια χώρα η οποία εμφανίζεται περισσότερο από ποτέ διχασμένη. Για ένα μεγάλο τμήμα των φιλελεύθερων μητροπολιτικών κέντρων της Ανατολικής και Δυτικής Ακτής, οι υποστηρικτές του Τραμπ είναι ρατσιστές και ξενοφοβικοί.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
Hillary, they are not a basket of anything. They are Americans and they deserve your respect.
For the last 7 years, we've been told we're wrong. For 7 years, if you don't agree with Barack Obama, you're a racist. If you don't agree with the Democrat Party, you're an ignorant hillbilly. If you don't agree with any issue, you're wrong. Maybe we just didn't agree with the direction of the country. I don't think it's just strictly a race issue. They've tried to make it that. I think the people just said, look, the country's not going the direction we like, and apparently they voted to make a change. And I think you take the coal issue out, the vote here would be the exact same thing.
This morning, liberal filmmaker Michael Moore defending supporters of President-elect Donald Trump, saying that this election was not about race. Watch what he said.
You have to accept that millions of people who voted for Barack Obama, some of them once, some of them twice, changed their minds this time. They're not racist. They twice voted for a man whose middle name is Hussein. That's the America you live in. But if you put people through another 8 years where there's no middle class jobs, they're struggling to get by, the basic things like you said, the price of a box of cereal doubles. These are the things that are important to people because they're trying to get by. They're living from paycheck to paycheck.
To put me in a big city, I'd be like a bird with a broke wing. I wouldn't know what to do. But on the same token, come down here and spend a week or a month with me. Live the way I live, eat what I have to eat, drink what I have to drink, and then form your own opinion. Don't just look at somebody and say, it's a dumb redneck, it's a hillbilly, whatever. We're not all dumb hillbillies.
The economy in Washington, D.C. and the economy in Welch, West Virginia is just two different worlds. We live in two different worlds, and that's okay. But don't criticize my world if you haven't been here and seen what's going on. And don't criticize me or our people as a person just because we didn't vote the way you wanted to vote. When the people voted for Barack Obama, we got up and went to work the next morning. We went to work every day we had a job. Did we like it? No. Did we protest? Not a single person.
Μέρα με τη μέρα οι κάτοικοι του McDowell βλέπουν την κοινότητά τους να αργοπεθαίνει μπροστά στα μάτια τους. Απόγονοι μεταλλορύχων οι περισσότεροι έχουν βαθιές οικογενειακές ρίζες στη West Virginia και είναι συναισθηματικά δεμένοι με την περιοχή. Για αυτούς ο Τραμπ δεν είναι μια ψήφος οργής ή διαμαρτυρίας, αλλά μια τελευταία ελπίδα για να σώσουν ό,τι έχει απομείνει από την ιδιαίτερη πατρίδα τους.
It's not just up to me. It's everybody's family's affected by that. You know, we raise our kids just to watch them leave, and most time here anymore the success stories is they got out.
We're bringing our jobs back, folks. We're bringing our jobs back.
Bring in, like, you know, jobs and economic, you know, the place gets better money financial wise, and yeah, people's got hope. You know, they're not thinking about the negative side of things. They got positive things to look at toward the future. If you ain't got nothing to look forward to in your life, then why does it matter?
Well, the fact that they've mechanized all the coal mines, even if they open a new mine, they would be run by machines. So there's not a lot of hope for the county town.
The redwood forest, the Gulf Stream waters.
I'm afraid that if we don't keep our kids in church, we don't keep our kids close to the family, and when they hold a handful of the soil that they own, it means something to them. The dirt's dirt, and if I've got a house in Chicago, it's just as good as a house in southern West Virginia, then we're going to lose the backbone of the county. It's just going to be nothing.
I don't know anywhere else I'd rather live than right here where I'm at. Well, I know what to expect. I know if I need help where I can get it from. And people that know me need help, know they can come to me.
People have got to have jobs, they've got to work.
Sands of diamond deserts all around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me.
And when they leave, you go from a boom town to a ghost town.
The spouts rolling, the voice was chanting, and the fog was lifting. This land was made for